Well, top of the morning to you, Governor. And this is Jim Johnston Reviews the World. And by now, you know the rest of the spiel. Welcome to another fun-filled, fabulous episode of Cook It and Eat It. Now, recently, I was at my local Aldi store. Some of you may know that's pretty much my favorite grocery store. And one of the things I like is that you pop in there and you see random items from generally around the world. And you never know, kind of like a box of chocolates, what you're going to get. So I was getting ready to check out last time I was there, and these sourdough crumpets, imported from Britain, which shouldn't that be imported from England? But whatever, semantics. These caught my eyes, and so I picked them up, tossed them in my cart, bought them, brought them home. No idea what I was going to do with them. So then I started thinking, Jim, what do you want to do? I remembered the Elton Brown, kind of my favorite of all time TV chef, popped into my head. And I remembered his old episode from, probably nearly 20 years ago on Eggs Benedict, or as he called them, Eggs Benedictine, which is interesting because I always thought Eggs Benedict was named after infamous American trader Benedict Arnold. Of course, why would such a jackass turn his back on the early American revolutionaries? Why would he have a dish named in his honor? Turns out, it's actually named after Benedictine Hotel, which I believe is in London, but it might be in New York. You can finish the research on that one. I'm going to make my version of Eggs Benedict today, and it's fancy food, but at the same time, it's less frills and less to go about in the processes than making fancy Eggs Benedict. We're not going to poach our eggs, we're going to fry and steam them, and we're not going to make a hollandaise sauce traditionally. We're going to make my version of a hollandaise sauce with these things over here. Let's get set up, and we'll start making stuff. Okay, before we get started, just real quick, I want to tell you what you need. You're going to need 2 eggs, 2 nice pieces of ham. This is Black Forest. Fancy. You're going to need 2 sourdough crumpets, or 2 sourdough English muffins, or 2 regular English muffins, whatever you like. Something kind of in the crumpet English muffin territory. You're going to need a little bit of almond milk. You're going to need some queso cheese. Now, folks, you really want to have queso blanco for this recipe. I went to 2 stores, my favorite Aldi, and also which is where I bought this. I also went to my local Walmart, which my local Walmart's trash. So anyway, between those 2 stores, neither of them had queso blanco, so we had to go with regular queso. Preferably for this recipe, you'd have queso blanco, because then the color of the finished product would more closely resemble standard hollandaise sauce, but we're really making a cheese hollandaise sauce. Okay, you also need lemon pepper, that's for the hollandaise. Cheese hollandaise. You're going to need some black pepper. And then just for general seasoning, you're going to need a little bit of seasoned salt. Ham, eggs, crumpets, almond milk, cheese sauce, butter. I almost forgot the butter. You need a tablespoon of melted butter. And then more butter for cooking. And then lemon pepper, black pepper, and seasoned salt. Let's get cooking. We got our pan heated up. Just a little bit of butter in. So we're going to cook our ham, brown off our ham. Now here on Cook It and Eat It, we do a lot of things in one pan. And it's kind of twofold. A, I'm lazy and I hate doing dishes. I don't have a automatic dishwasher. I got to do them by hand. But secondly, by taking advantage of my relative laziness, we're able to use the single pan method, to create a more complex flavor profile. And you know, I'm all about flavor, folks. So we're just going to brown this ham off on both sides. Okay, we got our ham browned off. So we're going to go in, add a little butter. I had this stick was almost done. We're going to leave that little bit of something in the bottom from the ham, because that's going to help add to our flavor profile. Alright, we got our butter in. Now we're going to put on our crumpets to toast, and I already pre-buttered them on the top, so when we flip them. Alright, while our crumpets are toasting, we're going to make our makeshift hollandaise sauce, or my version of a cheese hollandaise sauce. This burner's off, by the way, completely cool. You're going to start with 1 tablespoon of butter melted. To that, you're going to add 1 whole tablespoon of almond milk, regular milk, or even cream. And then we're going to want about a teaspoon. Early summer in the Midwest. All your spices start getting clumpy. Anyway, so we want to add about a teaspoon of lemon pepper. And this gets back to your traditional hollandaises based on lemon juice and, well, not based on, but has lemon juice in it. And then we want about 3 tablespoons of our queso, preferably queso blanco. It's just a little bit more. I didn't want to dabble my tablespoon in here after I just had it in the milk. All right, and we're just going to stir this to combine and make our sauce. Alright, as you can see, I flipped the crumpets. I got my cheese sauce it's all incorporated. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat that. I'm going to microwave this on low. I'm actually going to microwave it on 30% power for about a minute. But I'm going to stir it after just a few seconds. So you just want to get this heated through. You don't want to get it hot or bubbling or anything, just nice and heated through. Okay, we've got our beautifully toasted crumpets on a bed of spinach. Gotta have some kind of veggies with this. Asparagus, especially this time. Spring asparagus, early summer asparagus plays really well with eggs Benedict. But it's egg cooking time now, and we're gonna just do sunny side up, no flip eggs, 2 of them. And I've added more butter to my pan, of course, which is why we added the spinach, because this whole recipe so far is all butter. And then we just want a light seasoning of said seasoned salt and black pepper. There we go. And then our handy dandy spray bottle with filtered water. We're just going to give it about 4 or 5 little squirts. And we're going to put a lid on and let that lid with the extra water steam the eggs from above. We're going to let these go about 3 minutes. My pan is on the lower side of medium. All right, while our eggs are finishing up, we're going to start to build. Here is our finished hollandaise, cheese hollandaise. And I ended up microwaving this for 2 minutes on 20% power. So I gave it a minute, stirred it up real good. I just heated it through. It's not hot, it's just nice and warmed up. And we're gonna put a little dollop on each crumpet. Let that get into those grooves a little bit. And we're waiting for our eggs. What I'm looking for is it to turn opaque. Gotta take my lid off real quick. So I'm looking for the tops to turn opaque, which that one's almost there, that one's getting there. Give them a little shimmy shake. Turn my pan a little bit to redistribute the heat in case it's uneven. Back on. We'll be right back. All right, I've killed the heat about 30 seconds ago. And that is an egg over easy that should have plenty of yolk still, but I'm not worried about eating this. Egg on top. That looks delicious. And we're gonna give it another dollop of our cheese hollandaise. We're gonna come in with our ham, lay that on top. Okay, we're building. So we're gonna just drizzle the rest of our hollandaise, cheese hollandaise, I guess we should call it, on top. And you know, we might as well go ahead and use it all. Look at that. That looks wonderful. So there you have it, folks. My version of eggs Benedict using a cheese hollandaise sauce, sunny side up, steamed from the top eggs, and wonderful English sourdough crumpets and ham and some spinach. So let's break into this if we can. One moment. Get in this with a knife. All right. Made a mess of it, cutting it up. Let's get in here. Ham doesn't want to operate. Egg, get some biscuit and crumpet. All right, here we go. Delicious. That's good. It's a little bit salty, so I maybe ease up on the seasoned salt on the eggs, because our ham and our cheese sauce both have salt in them. Looks like I could have pulled these eggs 30 seconds earlier. They're just a little more done than you want if you want a good runny yolk. It's not going to affect the way they taste. Spinach here, big bite. So that is just delicious. That sourdough crumpet is amazing, and you get that little bit of freshness from the spinach that we put on the bottom. Even though it's a little overdone, it's still nice and creamy yolk. That ham's just a little bit smoky, wonderful. Obviously the cheese sauce brings it all home. You get that lemon from the lemon pepper. This is great. This is amazing. If you want eggs Benedict, but you don't want to go through all the fuss of poaching eggs and trying to whip up a hollandaise sauce from scratch and all that stuff, give this a shot. Perfectly good substitute for doing it the fancy way. All right, folks, that'll do it for this episode of Cook It and Eat It. I want to thank you for watching. And hey, if you like my stuff, go ahead and comment below, subscribe, and share this with your friends and family to help me continue to grow Cook It and Eat It, as well as the channel, Jim Johnston Reviews the World. Also, if you like my stuff and you're just seeing me here on YouTube, go ahead and connect with me on Facebook and Instagram, both at Jim Johnston Reviews the World. That'll do it for this time. Until next time, bye-bye.